So for a minute she stared at me and she told me, okay, let's not talk.
And since then, we've never really spoken anymore.
Let's not talk. Let's not spend valuable time talking about things that don't matter with people who rarely listen.
Let's not talk. Let's be deaf and mute. Let's forget the fact that the world is talking every second and barely listening.
Let's not talk. For once, let's try and feel things instead without having to spell it out explicitly.
Let's not talk. Let's just sit and stare at each other and wonder why talking is so important. Why is it so essential that communication happen through voices and not through our thoughts?
Let's not talk. Let's not assign words to feelings as we always have. Let's try and be comfortable where we are, how we are.
Let's not talk. If you're feeling awkward, avoid the small talk. Walk away, don't say hi.
Let's not talk. Let's sing a duet. Let's paint on street walls. Let's dance atop empty terraces. Let's follow constellations.
Let's close our eyes and let the music wash over us.
Let's not converse. Let's not chat.
Let's not gossip.
Let's not speculate.
Let's not voice our opinions.
For once in our life.
Just once. Let's not talk. Once we were sitting by a tiny pond, many miles away from the city.
I remember the time she found me a tiny shell from the lake we went to.
It was such a nice shell. I gave it to him to keep. We used to be so happy. Whether we were still happy is something that I've stopped asking myself long ago. I guess I'm used to it by now. But we used to be happy, really happy. The kind of infectious happy that you can spend hours on.
We used to be so happy. And now I realize silence is underrated. I keep remembering the silent moments more and more, as if we spent years being silent around each other. The street side song in Darjeeling haunts me. It plays in my mind every now and then. I wake up early in the mornings with a faint whisper of the song in my head.
It was a fascinating tune. The music of the three street side singers before Glenaries.
Simple kanchi ko dimple bajne gala. Simple kanchi ko dimple bajne gala.
It reminded me of him.
The song reminded me of her.
The day we decided not to talk, we were at that bridge behind Calcutta Rowing Club, standing next to each other, and I wanted to tell him about my day.
I wished she would ask me how my day was, but I guess she probably knew.
He asked me what the matter is, and I asked back why we weren't talking. He said there was nothing he wanted to talk about.
So for a minute she stared at me and she told me, okay, let's not talk.
And since then, we've never really spoken anymore. We went to Darjeeling together though, more out of compulsion than anything.
Darjeeling. Darjeeling was 2 separate trips for the both of us. We went in the same train, in the same taxi, went to the same hotel, and stayed in the same room. But we had separate trips.
Darjeeling gave me time to think. It gave me time to rethink about everything we've been through and whether being silent was worth it.
I went about on my own in that unknown city. leaving each morning much before she did.
The one time we actually crossed paths in Darjeeling, we felt nothing more than strangers. A month later, and we hadn't met. I went to the bridge behind Calcutta Rowing Club.
So, let's not talk.
Let's not walk away.
Let's be the one to break the silence with silence.
Let's understand where our priorities lie.
Let's laugh at a funny memory.
Let's hold each other as we drive carelessly.
Let's make a moment picture perfect, the way we can remember it always.
Let's let go of all inhibitions and dance.
Let's be happy. I think we owe it to ourselves to really be happy.
Let's close our eyes and let the music wash over us.
Let's not converse. Let's not chat.
Let's not gossip, but let's sing.
Let's not speculate, but let's just sit and stare at each other and wonder why talking is so important.
Let's not voice our opinions.
For once in our life.
Just once. Let's not.
छम 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 नाच्न मन लाग्यो